everybody. Good evening and welcome. Welcome to our VIP Global Training Webinar. And we're very excited to have you here live, as well as if you're watching this as a replay. And I must say, we have an exciting training that's very informative, it's jam-packed with information that will help you succeed in life and in your business. My name is Shane Hyman. I'm one of the founding members of VIP Global, and extremely excited to participate in what I feel is to be the next biggest thing in the world. You know, taking the e-commerce industry by storm, as well as the network marketing industry by storm. TPS, the perfect solution. So we're all excited to be a part of this global phenomenon. And I have a couple gentlemen here live on this training platform with us today. Mr. Philip Llewellyn from the UK, and also our founder of VIP Global, Mr. Kyle McGregor. So without any further ado, I'd like to pass it over to Kyle. And I know he has some very exciting and very valuable training lined up to help us all continue winning in our business. So without any further ado, I'd like to pass it over to Kyle.
Thank you so much. Appreciate having me on here. And thank you so much for everything that you're doing and everything in the background, everything you do in the forefront. You're moving, especially as an MSB on the cusp of becoming senior marketing director with the company. But this is big. What we're doing here is not something that we're just trying to throw a few products out there. We're literally shifting and revolutionizing one of the biggest industries of the world of e-commerce. And we're doing it through a platform or a way to get it to market through the direct sales space, right? Where since we're not limited to growth, we're not limited to product selection, and we have a global reach, we have the ability really, truly to become the largest direct sales company in the world that doesn't produce a single product. I mean, it's great is we're not inventing anything new. We're just innovating. We're making it better. Like all these other companies that have come before us that we've seen in different industries like Uber, like Facebook, like Alibaba, like some of these other companies, they just really innovated. They just found better ways to do what already existed, and they got it to market. And that's really what we're doing here in the e-commerce space through a direct sales marketing concept. So this is very, very exciting for everybody that's participating, that is here with us. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through a couple of different slides today. We're going to talk about some of the most important things that you can do to get to market. You can help people understand the benefit and the magnitude of the opportunity that really exists here in front of us today. Because at the end of the day, it's about timing. I mean, really to be at the right place at the right time in front of an industry that's on the rise, and you have the solution to it. That's huge. I mean, think about this. At the end of the day, I would absolutely be upset and frustrated at a friend of mine if they had heard about this and they saw what it was and they never told me about it. I'd be absolutely pissed off that they didn't tell me. You know, it's like, you knew about this, but you didn't tell me about this. You're really my friend, really? So at the end of the day, if you found a gold mine, think about this. You found a gold mine in your backyard, and you would have the opportunity to invite a few friends to get a piece of that gold, that vein that you found. I mean, you don't want to hoard all the gold to yourself. You know, you share the wealth. Have some people come over. As long as you can find a shovel, you can come and dig in this mine with me and get this vein of gold. Guys, we've struck gold here. We found an opportunity that we have the opportunity to benefit in the rise of this industry because we found the solution. So again, our goal right now is just to really let people know we struck gold. And if you're willing to go grab a shovel and start digging with us, you can get a piece of the pie. And really, at the end of the day, that's what we're doing here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show a couple of just a screen share real briefly and show my entire screen, then make sure that you guys see it. You guys see this okay?
Yeah, we got you, Kyle.
Fantastic. And I'm going to show you just really what we're doing here at the beginning stages of what we're experiencing. And by the way, I just want to thank everybody for showing up and being here. And that's really a part of anything in life, in your business especially, is show up and win. Have the ability to really show up in your life. And being here on a weekly basis and showing up, whether it's recorded throughout the week that you hear it or something live you're experiencing now, just taking the time to really experience and see these trainings for yourself is going to be very, very important for you. So every Wednesday evening at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, VIPGlobalTraining.com. We'll be going through something new every week, some valuable resources and assets that you're going to need and want to learn, that you can take it from learned knowledge and put it into play, put it into action, make it an activity knowledge, and you'll grow into it. So that being said, we're just going to get into a couple of slides here. first I want to recognize some of the people this last week that rank advanced. I mean, I'm really excited because people really are catching the vision here, and we're growing on a global level with the company, even just after 19 and a half months, over 5,000 people a day. That's crazy when people's 138 matrix is blowing up and they're getting super excited about things. People start sharing the vision, and when they become what's called a master store owner, if you've chosen to upgrade to a bronze, silver, gold, or diamond membership, and you've helped 3 people do the same thing, you're now what we call a master store owner. So just this last week, we had quite a few people that did that. Miss Evernice Johnson, Miss Clarissa Hanna, congratulations. Angel Demelis, congratulations, Angel. Kim Barnes, she's running and shaking and moving, doing really well with the business right now. Mr. Dale Llewellyn, one of our first, I think our 3rd master store owner in the entire country of the UK. Really, a country is not even yet launched, and we're very excited to have him really at rank advanced, as well as Mr. Kevin Wilkes. Awesome. Congratulations, everybody that have rank advanced. Kevin is also another gentleman, a leader in the marketplace in the UK, but is building on a global basis, building in the UK, United States, building in China and other locations, even though they're not yet fully launched in the UK, which we're going to be looking at doing the next 3 to 6 months ourselves, okay? We also have a couple of people that have not just rank advanced themselves to their first master store owner position, which is our first building block of the company, but when you help other people duplicate that and help other people achieve that type of success. So when you help 3, they get 3, you become what's called a master store builder, our first leadership position. And we have Miss Candy LeBlanc. There she's shaking and moving with her husband, Mr. Anthony LeBlanc. We're so proud of what they're doing over here in the United States. And also a gentleman that has really helped duplicate, and we're so blessed to have him on this training call tonight. It's 2 o'clock in the morning over in the UK, but he's willing to stay up and share his wealth of knowledge with us and be here on this call with us. So congratulations, Mr. Philip Llewellyn, for hitting the master store builder position, really knocking on the door, senior marketing director. We're excited to have you achieve the success you are so far. So that being said, actually, I'm going to turn it over. I'm going to run through this real briefly. I'm going to bring on Shane and Philip to kind of help share the concepts of what we're doing here with the prospecting aspect, okay? But if you look at what TPS has provided, they've done such a phenomenal job. Really, it's a game-changing concept where we're now having the ability to help people do what they're normally doing online and buying things they're normally buying, but now they get paid to do it. Where now they can shop, save, and get paid to do what they're normally doing. Now, this is truly an industry creator that what we've achieved here, because now we're applying that and putting it into the direct sales world where we get to financially benefit from the rise of the industry because they've allowed us to participate as an affiliate and as a really building a multiple hybrid pay structure within the company, which is exciting. So you're going to have your fully loaded e-commerce website and back office that you can have access to all of the things that you need to learn and grow within your business and do that. Of course, your 3 e-commerce websites are TPS or Wallhound or One Direct sites. Also, her 138 members only US, TPS 138.us/ our members only site the corporate's put together that has a tremendous amount of resources for us to use, as well as sales web pages. A lot of times companies charge for these types of things. They're giving it to us for free. TPS app as well. You can actually put people's information in there when you meet them, and they can actually get videos sent to them directly to watch it for themselves, plus a placement presentation, Craigslist training, promo flyers, workshops, scripts, integrated products, Facebook training, access to our login, what's called our Dream Builder University that corporate's put together with Mr. Richard Ramos. He's done a phenomenal job at doing that. That also includes our Little Red Book of Selling, some great selling tools and learning tips. Also on member orientation, when you first get started, how the compensation structure works, and actually have a fully loaded, comprehensive training. You can learn the entire compensation structure. Members videos where you can share the information with others, webinar replays so you can hear the different trainings and get replays, landing pages as well, generic landing pages, web revolver where you can actually create and generate traffic and also help build your business in your organization as well. We also even have a dropshipping blueprint, the arbitrage concept, where you can take it from one location, sell it from another, and make a profit. A lot of companies literally charge hundreds, if not thousands of dollars to learn this arbitrage concept, and we give it to you absolutely free, plus all the flyers, shopping Walmart, TPS desk presentation. We've got our launch sequence to help people get launching their business efficiently. Also, a roadmap to master store builder. Everything you need to learn and know to build your business is all right here. Now, stop and look at this page. It is a lot. It feels like a lot, but honestly, this is all the things, honestly, anybody could win with these tools and resources. Now, it's not always the easiest thing to get to all of these things, so we want to make sure that we simplify it for you. So what we've done here with VIP Global is we've created an automated training and marketing system. What VIP Global is, it's a way to help facilitate and empower our TPS members to really learn the skill set, mindset, and philosophy to win in whatever area of life they're looking to grow in. And that includes you building your business with the perfect solution. And so with VIP Global, you can go to vipglobal.net and you can see all the different resources that are there in your the top right-hand side. You have a TPS tab. There's a full-on drop-down section right there. But we also added what's called VIP University. Now, what VIP University is it's a central hub. It's an automated training and marketing system where people can go to and learn the things that they need to in order to win within their business, where they can click, watch, learn, and apply. They're going to have access from that central hub to their back office at TPS. Also, the members only have access immediately to Dream Builder University. All of your 3 e-commerce websites, it all is going to be located in one location. You're going to have your own back office there in VIP University. You can actually go and enroll there either through VIPglobal.net and then click on VIP University and you click on sign up now. Okay, and it'll bring up a sign up page. You can either sign up the regular way right there, so put your information in, or the simple one click for Facebook or Google Plus, and it automatically enrolls you with your enrollment link there. Now you have your back office here. It looks similar to this right now. We're going to be doing also a revamp here very soon. It's going to be even more comprehensive, more simplistic, and easier for you to use. But guys, it's really simple. Literally, you click on one of these buttons here, it shows a video, and then you do what it asks you to do. And that's as simple as this really is. If you can click, watch, learn, and apply, and you can really just follow very simple instructions, you can win big here. So we just ask people to go ahead and enroll for free today. VIPuniversity.online. You can go directly to the sign-up page. But there's really 3 things we ask people to do to help start and launch their business with the perfect solution. That's first, go to your TPS Getting Started Right section and go to your initial steps and watch this. It's only a 14, 15-minute video. And it breaks down all the things that you need to do to begin and start your business, set up your back office efficiently, and help your business get launched. Then you click on tab 2, and it goes through a launch sequence and how to really launch your business, not just to start it dibble-dabbling, but really launch it to where you can start making the biggest money you can and maximize the profit potential within the company. Okay. Then click on the Mark is Complete button in the bottom right. It shows that you're showing us that you've actually completed that. Now we're going to have a reward system here in the very near future to where we're going to actually reward people for going through these types of modules and getting them completed. The second thing we want to make sure that you do is get set up. The corporates put together for us, and they're great. They're free. It costs you nothing. Go to TPS members only section right there, number 2, and it's going to encourage and show you how to go to this website and enroll for free with our members only site. Okay. It'll also give you, through our members only site, you can enroll and sign up with our Dream Builder University site. It has all of those other things that we just talked about previously. Now, once you've done those things, you're going to have all the information necessary to fill out your profile section here within VIP University, okay? Once you do this thing, it's a one-time thing. They don't have it all set up. It's a hub you can go to and get access to all of these things, your shopping sites, your logins, your VIP Global, your TPS membership. I mean, everything that you need is all right here at the top tabs, okay? So that being said, we're going to get into our training for the week. I just want to make sure that people understand what VIP Global is, what TPS VIP University is, and how you can use that as a massive and beneficial resource for free and help you get your business started right and use it as a central hub. So that being said, I'm going to start with our prospecting concept, okay? Meaning that all we are doing right now is we're prospecting, and what we want to do is not just prospect, but we want to sponsor people effectively. So we'll be talking about the importance of sponsoring somebody very effectively in our next trainings as we continue to go, okay? But for now, we'll be talking about prospecting. Now, what is prospecting? Basically, all you're doing is you're just letting people know about what you do. That's it. You're just basically communicating and letting people know about the benefits of what TPS has to offer and provides. So we're going to talk about how there's an effective way And there's a less effective way to do this. Okay, so this is the coachable part. This is the part that whether you've done this type of a business or business model before, that's great. I'm going to congratulate you. If you haven't, no worries. Again, coachability is your key element here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring on both Philip and Shane. And guys, when I start sharing some things, I want you just to jump in. You guys have so much knowledge and a plethora of information that we really want to hear from you, because you guys have done this. You built teams in the masses to be able to really help a lot of people win, not just within TPS, but various business models previously. We're just so blessed and fortunate to be the forefront of what TPS is here, because all the things that we've done previous to TPS has really prepared us for an opportunity of a lifetime, where now we can help get to market one of the most innovative and groundbreaking opportunities of a lifetime, which is the perfect solution. So that being said, really there's three elements, and this is to help you paint the big picture, to help you understand really what TPS really is and what we've done. We've combined e-commerce, which will be $1 trillion industry by this year, estimated to be $3 trillion industry within the next 3 years, okay, which is mind-blowing. By 2020, I believe that's the number it's estimated to be, okay? Now, we take affiliate marketing. What is affiliate marketing? Basically, you're taking and marketing other companies' products and selling it for them and getting a profit from it. That's what affiliate marketing is, okay? It's as simple as it is. And then direct sales, or we call network marketing, you can actually get paid on multiple generations and build a team or infrastructure within the company. That's a cool aspect as well, because now you can build leveraged income versus just building for the leverage efforts of yourself. So you take these three elements, the e-commerce mixed with affiliate marketing mixed with direct sales. There's some benefits to this. Between direct sales and affiliate marketing, you have your customers and distribution you're building there, okay? Within affiliate marketing and e-commerce, you're building more sales and revenue to generate more for the company. And through e-commerce and direct sales, you've got more of a customer base and a membership base that's sustainable. And that also brings us to what we call the perfect solution, because we combined all of those under one umbrella, under one platform, where we have a limitless platform where we can help people shop, save, and get paid for the things they're normally doing, okay? So the TPS system, if you want to share about this, Philip or Shane, that'd be great. Just talking about really what duplication looks like and what this looks like.
Yes. Really, you want to follow the system on here, and it's great to plug people in and follow a system, because what will happen is every layer that the message travels down, you typically lose your potency, if you will. So, starting at the top, let's say that's Sally right there, and she's talking to Joe. She's giving him 100% of the message, because at this point she's the expert, right? And now that Joe is trying to talk to Sue, he only has 50% of the understanding. Therefore, he's giving that to Sue, and she only is really retaining 25%. So by the time it gets down to let's call him Bob here, he's down to 12%, so on and so forth. So, if you're not following a system, it's very easy for your message to become diluted. And as long as you're following a system and plugging people into a system, you can maintain 100% of the message value and the content value, and you'll see more results.
That's fantastic what you just said there, because here's the thing that really brings to mind for me the first, 18, 19 minutes into this webinar, the plethora of information, the resources that we have here with VIP Global, with TPS, with VIP University. It's an amazing amount of resources and information, okay? So this is one thing that I would say to people. If anyone's watching this for the first time and you're seeing all this stuff, guys, what we do here at TPS is put this all into a system with VIP Global, so that every single person can access this information from the same point, from the same advantage point, and get access to exactly the same information, because it's a system. And here's the thing. I've been involved in other businesses over the years where we get half as much, and that they expect you to pay a fortune for it, and we get all this for free with TPS and with what we're building. So it's very important that we plug people in, because we got so much we want to tell people that we don't expect people to be the experts when they first join. So we certainly don't expect people to be the communicators when they join. So plugging into a system that's completely duplicatable is so key here.
I love it, because if you just read that statement there, people cannot be duplicated. However, systems and tools are actually what duplicate. So my mentor always taught me, hey, look, you build a system and don't become a manager of people. Okay, you want to sponsor people efficiently, help them get on their feet, show them the path of success, and then plug them into the system, and then manage the system. Okay, sponsor people efficiently, plug them into the system, and manage the system. Don't manage people, manage the system, because that is scalable. You can build and grow into that. You can start managing a system that has 100 people, 1,000 people, 10,000, 100,000 people in a system. But to manage 100 people by yourself, you can't do that. So that's why we do what we do and make sure that people plug in. So we're going to talk about the guided path to recruiting. Okay, what is recruiting? What we're doing with recruiting is sharing an idea, a concept that you want to do on. That's it. I'm recruiting you into whatever it looks like. I'm recruiting you to go to Mexico to help build a home for a needy family. Okay, that's recruiting, right? That's for a cause. I make that comment because that's what I'll be doing actually in a couple of weeks, going down there, right? I'm recruiting people into my idea to go, down the street and play video games. I'm recruiting. I mean, we're constantly recruiting in things in our lives, okay? What we're doing is we're recruiting people into an idea, a concept, an opportunity that could change their life forever. That's what we're doing. So not everybody's going to see it, which is okay. And that's why you understand this is a sorting process. And we'll talk about that here in a minute. But you're going to recognize that there's going to be some people you talk to that everyone starts out as a suspect. Now look at that guy. They may not look just like that guy, but they may be wide-eyed and not really understand what you're talking about. So they're kind of a suspect. They got to go through a certain array of information. The average person needs 5 to 7 exposures, separate exposures to make a decision for them to understand really what it is. So at the beginning, they're kind of a suspect, meaning that they're just learning about it. They're just starting to get to know about it. They're going to be qualifying themselves. You don't want to work with everybody. You want to work for those with those who are looking and those who want to build a business and actually looking for opportunity, because not everyone's looking. And I've always, you don't want to waste your time with people that are, time suckers, right? Because it's easier to run with 100 people than to drag one dead person. I don't want to convince people of anything. I want to sort through the bunch. I want to let them qualify themselves and really discover it for themselves. If they're not willing to look at a video and take a look at some information, they're already dequalifying themselves. So watch this. Everyone starts out as a suspect, right? Then you have them watch a video. See, ask them what their interests are. Are you looking to make some extra income? Are you looking to, generate some more profits? I mean, do you want more in your life? They'll find a way to qualify themselves or not, right? And you're going to sort through that bunch. You're going to either say next, right? Meaning that they may not be the right timing for that person in their life, right? Or they may be ready. That way, you go on to the next step. Now, guys, do you want to say anything about being a suspect right now?
Yeah, I'll jump in there, Cal, for sure. That's so key what you said there, because too many people treat suspects as prospects, and by that I mean I've been on 3-way calls, and that's something else we'll train about in the future, I'm sure, and we might discuss. But been on 3-way calls with someone someone said, I've got this prospect, and I'm on a 3-way call with them, and I'm always qualifying people and making sure they've taken the right steps. And I find quite often I'm talking to a suspect, not a prospect. And the reason for the distinction is simple, really. A suspect is someone who has not yet looked at the information or convinced that the information that they've looked at is indeed for them. In other words, they haven't qualified themselves for your attention. And that's the way I look at it. Sometimes people say, but Philip, people have wanted to look at 2 or 3 little things, and it's too much for them. It's too confusing. It's going to take 25 minutes or half an hour. Here's what I say to them. Listen, if you've got a problem with a suspect spending 25 minutes to go through something, then how the heck are you going to get them to dedicate 12 or 15 hours a month to doing something to change their lives. It's important that we have got little micro steps in place so people qualify themselves for your time.
Absolutely. Couldn't have said it better. That's absolutely perfect. Because we're not looking for everybody, guys. Just understand that. We're here to share the vision, share the word, give people an opportunity to see it for themselves. And if they're not ready for it, all good. But some people are. Let's say they did watch the 10-minute video. They liked it. They say you got them on the phone with a 3-way phone call, and they like what they see. Well, now they become what's called a prospect. Now you can actually have somebody that is going down that path of discovery. Now they're starting to learn a little bit more. Now they're starting to wrap their head around the benefits and the magnitude of the opportunity, right? And then you want to confirm that. You confirm the things that they learned. So, Philip, you want to finish up with that, the being a prospect versus a suspect?
Sorry, were you asking me or Shane there? I do apologize. Sorry, Carl.
Oh, you.
Okay, yes, yeah, sure. So yeah, once people have really qualified themselves as a prospect, then you take them further on their journey. And here's what's the important part. Sometimes we tend to expect people to catch up with us. We're like, I'm X number of months down in my journey here with GPS, and a number of years, I wouldn't like to care how many, in my network marketing experience. So, I'm on my particular journey. It's important that we realize that sometimes we have to go back and pick people up where they are so that we can bring them to us. And what I normally say to people when I'm talking to people about building a team is, listen, but make sure that when you're helping people who have got their hands up and they're ready to run, that now is the time for them, because you can have prospects who are in, but they're not really in and ready to run. Depending upon your level of experience within this industry, you can help those people to run as long as they're willing to run with you, but they have to show willing. You can't want it more than they want it themselves.
Right. That's absolutely perfect. Now, at that point, they're going to confirm if they like it, it makes sense for them, and they're ready to get started. I mean, even as the freemium model, we made it so simple for people to see the benefits and then engaged by at least getting a free account. Now they can stick their toe in the water. They can see that it's warm. They can see it's not scary. That they can actually start making money here. All that type of thing. So you either say next. Maybe they're not ready for it. Maybe it's not the right timing for them. They went down that path of discovery, and you sorted through them. So either it becomes a next person, meaning that you can put them in your follow-up section. Would you mind if I just called you, followed up with you maybe 6 months down the road, let you know how things are coming? Sure, right on. Well, good. Next, I'm going to go to the next person and do the same thing and share the information. Let them go through that path of discovery, go from suspect to prospect. And once they see it, they like it, they say, yeah, I'll get an e-commerce site. Why not? It's free. I can upgrade at any time. Awesome. Now you go through an affiliate. They now become an affiliate. And you can help them get started right. And you do that by sponsoring them effectively. Now, we're going to go through a full training on how to sponsor somebody. Okay? Right now, we're going to go through the prospecting concepts. All right? So sponsoring is a whole training by itself, which is really, it's a good thing. It's very simple, but there's some things you want to do to help sponsor somebody efficiently that they can actually win in their business. Okay? So main thing we just talked about. Go to VIPuniversity.online, have them sign up for free, have them go through their initial steps, and then their launch sequence. Have them go through those steps, have them start learning what it looks like to win. And just have them, start get it qualified and start making money on their website, right? And then start sharing the ideas with others. And then you go into team building where you're teaching others to do what you've learned, and then duplication where you're staying plugged in and duplicate the system that they've done. And that's what helps you grow and build a team, an organization in the tens, then then hundreds, then the thousands, and the tens of thousands. And then guys, just so you know, hundreds of thousands of people in your organization is not far-fetched. There's people already achieving those types of numbers already. So that's completely because of our timing where we are at the company, because of the timing of the industry, completely in every one of our grasps, because we're at the very, very beginning. Anything you guys want to add on to that before we go to the next slide?
Yeah, I just wanted to say very briefly that, this whole guide and path to recruiting is something as Kyle likes to say all the time: don't do what works, do what duplicates. And this type of system duplicates because usually everybody who's like going through this process are asking themselves consciously and subconsciously through the whole process, can I do this? Am I able to do this? And do I want to do this? And when you warm them up from being a suspect and confirm them as being a prospect and step them all the way up to being an affiliate, they can see that they're plugging into a system, and it can easily resonate with the fact that I can do this too. It's not so much pressure.
Well, Shane, you absolutely perfectly led into the next section we're talking about, because every time that you talk to somebody, or what you're doing right now, okay, when you first start sharing the information with other people, you are actually teaching them what they need to do to their people that they talk to. So again, just like Shane talked about, don't do what works, do what duplicates. So if what you're doing right now an 80-year-old grandma can't do, don't do it. So watch this. There's three things that people are listening or thinking. When you're sharing the information with them, they're thinking three things. Do I want to do what Shane just did with me? Do I have time to do what he just did with me? And do I really want to do that to the people that I know, friends, family, and neighbors, right? That's consciously or subconsciously, that's going through their head, okay? So just think about this. How are you sharing the information? Well, I always just literally ask for people for their help or their opinion. That's as simple as I keep it. I say, look, I found a new project I'm working on. It's very exciting. It's in the e-commerce space. People are making a lot of money, and I really wanted to get your professional opinion on it. Do you have about 10 minutes? You can take a look at some info and give me your professional opinion. It may or may not be for you, but I thought it might be up your alley, or I thought you may know somebody that this could benefit. Right? Make it simple. Sure. Well, they asked for my help or opinion. I have them watch a 10-minute video. And then once they looked at it, I asked them what they liked the best or what piqued their interest. And then I put them on the phone with someone else. And they will answer the questions. That's what the three-way phone call is. We talked about this in the previous training. So think about this. Consciously or subconsciously, people are thinking, what did Shane just do with me? He asked my help or my opinion. He had me watch a 10-minute video, and he put someone else on the phone to answer questions. Shoot, I can do that. I got time to do that, and I don't mind doing that to the people that I know. So again, you're teaching people right at the beginning on the simplicity of how you need to share the information with other people. Anything you guys want to add on to that?
Absolutely perfect there, Carl. I have to say that the two options that you give people, really, here's the thing. Every single person you ask in the main, especially if they're going to be good at anything to do with communication, will want to give you an opinion. Okay? So as soon as you ask someone for their opinion, guess what? Get ready, they're going to give you an opinion, because that's human nature, right? And here's the other thing that most people don't realize. People normally, if you ask them for help, guess what they want to do?
Help you.
They want to help you. So to do what you've just done, Shane, to Kyle, to go into the realms of just those two simple questions and reaching out to the human being inside of everyone is perfect. And it just brings you on to the realms of you starting to become what you need to become to be successful in this business. And that is to become a professional inviter. And
Very
that's
good.
it.
And we'll actually get that just in a second. You actually hit it on the nail. Honestly, this is a proven system, guys. This is the simplicity. You want to do it. You want to keep it super simple. We'll talk about that. Now, what's the time requirement, guys? I mean, you can put as much time or little time as you want. This is your business. There's no boss here to tell you what you have to do or not have to do. Honestly, if you'll be at least willing to put minimum, even 10 hours of even a month, I mean, that's really all it takes. Just start sharing the information with a few people on a daily basis. 1 or 2 people a day, just share the video and have someone else answer the questions. If you just stick to that, I mean, that alone can help create some great results really quickly. Just tap into one business overview a week, whether it's online or in person, and then make sure you tap into the weekly VIP University trainings that we have. If you have time, also our corporate training. If you can do some training, you get a live event, and you just talk to a few people a week, guys, your life will start to shift. Will start to change. This is not brain science. It's really simple. You're just doing what you normally do. Just tell people about a good idea that you normally want to do for free, but now we get to be financially benefited from doing so. Okay? So again, watch this. This is what Philip just talked about. This is what's exciting, because, and honestly, at the end of the day, if you really break down how hard this business is, guys, it's not that hard. It really isn't. There's really one thing you got to get really good at, and then just get pretty decent with a couple of other things. First and foremost, you want to get really good at your approach, okay? Your approach is basically the way that you're going to introduce or ask somebody about watching or taking a look at information. That's it. That's as simple as this is. If you can get good at getting either people to the information or information to the people, and whoever talks to the most people or shares the information with the most people wins. That's it. It's a numbers game, So what is that approach? What are we looking at? Well, all you do is you're asking for someone's help with their opinion, have them take a look at some information, and then use the tools. Use the resources, use the videos, use the things that have already been created. You don't have to create anything. All you have to do is just use them, okay? Once you have them look at the tool, and again, the tool is something other than you. You are not the tool. If you're opening your mouth, you need to be telling a story, pointing at something and reading, or introducing somebody. That's it. At the end of the day, you should not be telling people about this. This is a show business, not a tell business. So use the tools. Approach, use the tool, and then get someone else on the phone, a three-way phone call to help answer the questions for you. Okay? Again, that's something other than you. You just learn to edify that third party, let them, do that three-way phone call, and let them answer the questions. We did a training on this, and you will have access to that training about three-way phone calls, the power behind it, and the tools that we have available to you that you can also get access to as well at VIP University. Then at that point, if they want to see more information before they get started, they can go to a live event, either online or in person. Okay? And again, that live event is not you doing the live event. That's something other than you. Okay? And then the training. Once they get in and get started, they get up and running, they've gone through 3, 4, 5 different exposures. They say this makes sense. I can serve for free, and I can upgrade at any time. Awesome. Then you have to start tapping in to VIP University, to our on Wednesday nights, our VIP University training. Also on Monday nights, we have our TPS corporate training, tpswebinar.com, 6 p.m. on Mondays. So again, that's something other than you. So again, look at this whole graph right here. And really starting, creating and developing that snowball to help start pushing that, to get it bigger and bigger and bigger. So that's really the main thing that you need to really get good at. You need to become a professional inviter and a master promoter. Focus on your approach and how you're going to communicate, how to share the information with others, and use the tools to your advantage. Guys, anything you want to add on top of that? You guys are so good at doing this, so I want to hear from you.
I wanted to say something very briefly. I mean, I really love that image where, it's just showing the whole cycle, starting with the approach and going all the way around. And I think, honestly, everybody who we speak to, everybody in life, act on two things that are in common. We all want to achieve financial freedom, even the people who are not even willing to admit it, because they think they don't deserve it. They think it's not attainable. But we all want to achieve financial freedom, and we all want to be a part of something bigger than us. So when you look at this entire cycle here, it's a system, it's a company. There's so many components to it, and it's definitely something that's bigger than us. And when we follow this system, we're connecting people with something that's bigger than us, and we're recognizing that we have something valuable that is bigger than us, and we're appreciating it, using it, and allowing it to help us achieve financial freedom.
Awesome.
So fantastic, absolutely fantastic. The one thing that I would add there, Kyle, is quite simply the less you do, the more you achieve. If you look at that, what you just went through there, the professional inviter, the one thing that follows through there is that one thing other than you. And if we can get ourselves out of the way, and here's the thing, we as human beings sometimes make life more difficult than ourselves because we're sometimes full of our own self-importance. I've spent probably the last 15, 16 months trying to perfect my knowledge and understanding of TPS. But you know what? Here's the thing. I don't really need to do that because it's always needing to be somewhere other than me. Because the less I do, the more duplicatable I become.
You hit it right in the head. Don't do what works. Do what duplicates. The less you say, the more money you make. The more you show the information and let someone else do the answering, the better, the more success you'll see. That's just how it works. So the more, again, this might be the first time you've ever seen this, but the more you can learn this, the more you can hear this over and over and over, start implementing it, the faster your team will grow and duplicate. Okay? So that being said, I mean, if you look at it, prospecting and sponsoring. Okay, if you're having trouble sponsoring people into your business right now, okay, then you're actually committing one or more of these acts. Ready for it? You're either failing to focus on and understanding their wants, needs, and desires of your prospect. Essentially, you say too much and ask too little. I mean, really, at the end of the day. So just that's what you need to focus on is what? If you think it's about the product knowledge, it's not. Actually, knowing too much can actually hurt you and harm you in your efforts. If you think it's about the comp plan or about selling or about anything other than your prospect, then you're absolutely wrong, okay? Actually, at the end of the day, unless you know what the wants, needs, and desires of your prospect are and what they have, you have not a zilch and zip, okay? Again, this is all about the prospect. So what's the solution? Well, ask questions. You never pitch anything without first asking questions. For you to offer them a solution, you need to also discover what their problem is first. They'll tell you all about it. People love talking about themselves. They'll tell you your needs, wants, problems, desires, and then you can position TPS as that solution for them to achieve what they're looking for. So do you think knowing their wants, needs, and desires of your prospect would actually help you? Yes, of course it would. In fact, it's the only thing that will. Now, you'll only find out by asking the right questions. So we have things called what's called FORM. And I'm going to let Philip and Shane share a couple of things about this. FORM stands for Family, Occupation, Recreation, Motivation. Take that away for a second.
Well, here's the thing. It's a beautiful acronym, FORM. Always start with the family, guys, because people are so close to their family, and that's where their needs and their aspirations and their desires are normally focused because it's close to home. And when you start talking about family, about how are things with the children, how's university going for Betty, how's the wife's job, how's everything going in life, what are problems are we facing? Just if we start talking about issues that we have within our own family, within our own life, and maybe problems that we are having or problems that our family are having, you can bet your bottom dollar that there are going to be the people you are talking to are experiencing the same things. You know, we're all approached by the same issues in life. And as long as we accept that what we have going on in our life is going on in other people's lives, and we can reach out to people on that level, then people can open up to us. And once we start getting answers to the questions that we ask, make a note of those guys, because we can use the people's answers back to them further down the line. Because if someone has said that they have a need or a desire to achieve something or to help someone in their family achieve something, then that's something that we can latch on to make sure that we can ensure we can help them achieve that somewhere down the future.
Absolutely perfect. And so I'll keep going because, I mean, at the end of the day, we use form. Don't say, hey, look, I'm going to go form somebody. No, don't say that. What you want to do is basically, this is just a way for you to remember when you're communicating with people. Sometimes we do this naturally. But some people don't really communicate that well and efficiently with people in their communication, right? So it's just a way to remember, start asking some questions about them. When they start talking about themselves, start opening it up to you, okay? And that's just human nature. So you're talking about their family, talking about, what they like to do, their occupation, what are the things that get them excited? Some of the things that they're lacking, honestly, right? So that's kind of opening up and finding out really what their why is. What is it that drives them? What's their hot buttons, right? Is it to pay off debt? It may be save for retirement. Maybe save for college for their kids or for themselves, travel more, have the ability to get to know the world, financial freedom, that they want to have, more time to do what they want to do with, with their family. Maybe they don't care about the money. They just care about helping others. They want to help other people on a larger scale. So again, that's the whole thing. It's like, sometimes I ask the question, if time and money were no object, like what would you actually do? It's kind of a deep question. A lot of people never been even asked that. Would you spend time with more family? Would you volunteer more often? Would you go on vacation with your family? You know, would you be able to help retire your parents, your grandparents? Would you take your kids out to actually have experiences to explore the world? You know, put your kids through college, go to college yourself, have the dream car that you've always wanted to have. Maybe buy the home that you're looking to always have achieved. Maybe get a boat, you know. That's an exciting part of things, right? So make sure you understand what those are, what those hot buttons are. And there's actually some language that you want to use when you're talking to people. There's some language that's less effective and more effective, okay? We're like saying there's like perfect language and turn-off words, right? There's certain things that are kind of red flags that you've probably heard before. You're like, I don't think I even want to look at what you're sharing with me. You know, it sounds scammy or schemy or network markety. You know what I'm saying? So here's a few of these things just so you just understand. Like, for example, meeting, seminar, presentation, right? Hey, look, I want you guys to come to a meeting next week. It's going to be great. Meeting or a seminar, like, that sounds boring. Why don't just you say, look, I want you to sit down with a friend of mine that's doing really well. You know, sit down and just use something simple, something that doesn't raise, you know, red flags or you know, concern. Hey, bro, I got this thing. It only costs $1,500. We're going to make millions, though. And you're like, okay. Why don't you just say, look, I want you to take a look at some information for me. Just trust me, something you want to take a look at. Right? Use the word trust me instead of throwing money out there. How about instead of joined, I just joined something like you joined the Alcoholics Anonymous or, you know, the Boy Scouts. It's like I started working with, you know, I'm working towards or something that, you know, that you're a part of something. I started working with, okay? How about instead of opportunity? I hear opportunity thrown around so much. People are just like, another opportunity? It's like, hey, bro, I just got lucky, you know? You use lucky because people, who doesn't want to get lucky? You tell me one person, right? Say, I will meet you there. Let's say you're talking about going to an event or going online or whatever it may be. And especially going to events, I don't ever wait for people or count on people showing up. I make sure they show up because I pick them up. So, again, I'll pick you up. You know, what's the best time, right? And then tomorrow versus today. You don't want to procrastinate. So here's an example. So maybe, hey, Phil, if you want to play with me real quick. Here's an example. We're going to talk about maybe an example of inviting somebody that doesn't sound that good, maybe sound a little scammy. And then maybe perfect language, making an invitation that sounds a little more inviting. Okay, so maybe I'll do the schemy one, okay? And you can do the perfect language. How's that?
Okay, go on. Let's go for it.
All right, got some fun here. So watch this. Say, hey, John, man, I'm going to this meeting. It's awesome. It's kind of like a seminar thing. Bro, it's $1,500. We're going to make a lot of money. Trust me, this guy's making a boatload of money. He's making like $1 million a second. It's crazy. I just joined it yesterday, and I think there's a lot of opportunity here. So why don't you just come to the meeting with me tomorrow, and I can see you there. How's that?
Well, I'll see what my schedule's looking like. How's that?
Yeah, you probably get a little resistance from that side. Now, why don't you do it with me, but do it a little more perfect language?
Okay, so John, listen, I've got a very good friend of mine, someone I've been working with for a while. He's coming into town next week. I'd love to get an opportunity where you and I can sit down with him and we can find out exactly what he's doing here. You've got to trust me on something. I know this guy. If this guy's involved in something, it's a very good reason. Okay, I started working with him quite recently. Basically, I've got to be honest with you. I feel quite blessed right now. I'm in a perfect position. At the end of the day, I got lucky just finding out about this the way I found about it and the time I found about it. So if it's okay with you, next Wednesday I can come and pick you up and we can go and sit down and we can go and find out exactly what we can do to replicate this guy's success. About 7:30, how's that sound?
That would sound fantastic. I mean, sound more inviting, sound more open, you know, things of that nature. So, again, there's certain words and certain phrases you can use that are more efficient. But again, there's no real true wrong way to do things. There's things that are more effective and less effective, okay? So this is just an example of some of the things that you could say that are more inviting, more efficient, more effective. But also, there'll be people there's three types of people you'll be talking to. So understand this. There's people that you look up to, that you respect. The person that you respect the person because maybe they've achieved something that you haven't. Maybe they've made more money than you have. Maybe they were a former boss or a manager that you previously had. You know, you see them as a leader, that they have qualities that you admire about them. So you look up to them in various areas of their life. Okay, so people that you or leaders you look up to, and then you have friends that maybe look to you as an equal. Those are people that you're basically the same level with. Now they don't want to work for you because they see you as an equal, but they know everything about you, right? They know all the flaws, all the small things, all the stuff that not necessarily everyone respects you for it. They love you for it, but they don't necessarily respect you for it. So they know your good and their bad habits, right? And then you also have the followers that actually look up to you. Now, these followers, they respect your information because you have something that they don't. Followers, they see you as a leader. The followers that most likely to buy from you because they look at you as that type of a leader, okay? And, which game have you ever heard? Follow the leader or follow the loser? It's to follow the leader. So they look at you as that. So knowing this, you want to recruit up. And I'm going to have Shane and Philip kind of take this away. You don't have to go into major detail, but understanding this is one of the most important things you want to do is recruit up. And we usually use this as, the red, yellow, and the green. People you look up to you, people that are in your peers, and then people that look up to you. And we use NC DART as an acronym, right? Network people that that know how to network, that are credible, that have a good network of people that have a great desire to have more, that have great attitude and resources, and are teachable. So what would you say about, suggestions in this regard, guys?
Well, I would say, you definitely don't want to prejudge. You definitely share this with everybody. But at the same time, you don't want to limit yourself. You don't want to put too much pressure on yourself and say, no, I don't want to try to approach this person that I look up to. Really still go to those people, recruit up, and just, let them know you value them. You value their opinion and approach it from that angle.
Yeah, exactly. Guys, always try and recruit up. Some people get really sort of hung up about this, but here's the thing. If you can reach out to someone and recruit to somebody who maybe you see has got more credibility within their social circle than you have, here's what can happen. That person may not be as good as you. That person may not have the skill sets that you have yet. But the fact that you've recruited up means they don't necessarily have to recruit up. If they just recruit amongst their peer group, then every single person they recruit will be someone that would be recruiting up from your perspective. Hey, Kyle, are you there?
I am here.
Sorry, Kyle?
No, I'm here.
That's okay, no problem.
So 5 keys of building an effective network. So we're going to go through a couple of these things. We want to make sure we keep this under the hour, so we got about 10 more minutes here. But building a solid network is really one of the most important things. If you want to start building momentum, if you want to build something that's long-lasting, that can actually create a passive residual income, create leadership, create something that's going to grow with or without you, there's certain elements you need to look at. Massive exposure is key, meaning that the more people you can get this out to, the better. And the more that you can share this type of concept with your people in the organization, the faster your organization will grow. So getting the tools out and talking to people is your key. So again, what's easy to do is also easy not to do. Is it easy to talk to 1, maybe 2 people a day, 5 days a week? It's easy to do. It's not that hard. I mean, honestly, just ask for someone's help or opinion once or twice a day and have them watch a video and put someone else on the phone. It's not that hard. But again, it's also easy not to do, okay? If you guys hear something here that resonates with you, you want to add into it, I'm just going to keep going. If you want to add something to it, just please jump in, okay, guys?
Okay.
Second thing is keep it super simple. I like to call it the KISS method, right? And what the KISS method is basically don't complicate this thing, right? Us as a human nature, we love to get things complicated. We like to make it harder than what it really is. Honestly, at the end of the day, if you keep it as simple as, hey, look, ask for someone's help or opinion, have them watch a video and put someone else on the phone, and then have them show them the benefits of, they can start for free, get the free e-commerce website, have them start making money for themselves, their own personal shopping, and then start sharing the idea with other people. That's as simple as you want to keep it. Anyone to add on that?
Well, I say there, Kyle, look, you want to kiss it, not kill it. And kiss it is keep it super simple, and kill it is don't keep it long and lengthy.
I love that.
Get it right on the nose, guys.
Don't kill it. Just kiss it, baby.
You got it.
Third thing is becoming a sorter, not a convincer. Why don't you guys talk about this?
Well, this is what you've got to do. This is, at the end of the day, this is the key to everyone's success. The better the sorter you become. Here's the best sorter in the world. Okay, the guy or the lady who's a beggar. Someone that comes up on the street and just, excuse me, sir, got a few coppers. Excuse me, got a few coppers. Excuse me, got money for some drink. How many people do you think they approach during the day? But here's what all these people know on a rule of average, and they've got their own averages, because, you know, what my first mentor, Jim Rohn, taught me, that after a while, an average will appear. And I bet you'll have enough people who will know, do you know what, if I can ask 500 people a day if they can spare some change, then I'll have enough to have 2 meals and a drink at the end of the day. So all you got to do is become a sorter. You don't have to convince anything to do anything. All you have to do is to sort through the people who are willing and wanting to do something in the first place.
That's big. I mean, honestly, at the end of the day, my mentor taught me this: amateurs convince and professionals sort.
Yes,
really,
sir.
we're in the sorting business. We're not here to convince anybody of anything. We're here to let people know this exists. Let them make an educated decision. If they see the benefit and it's right timing for them, let's make a fortune together. So you're looking for those people who are looking for something. You also work with the willing. You just want serious people, guys. You don't want the people that are the riffraffs that just want to waste your time. One of the 3 philosophies we have is exposure is everything. Fortune is in the follow-up. And number 3 is work with the willing, because it's easier to run with 100 people than drag one dead person. We're not here to drag people to opportunity. You can't want it more than they do. You're here to show them the path, but you can lead a horse to water. You can't make them drink, but you got to make sure that they understand what the path looks like. Okay, so that's our objectives to make that a reality. Go ahead.
Sorry, I was just coughing then, Kyle. My apologies.
Oh, the cough. My bad. Also, just sort through the people until you find those who qualify for your time. Okay, understand this. Remember, even when you bring people in as a free affiliate, that doesn't mean that I believe that all free affiliates are still prospects, right? They're still just kind of kicking the tires, still kind of just looking around until they put the money where their mouth is, until they're actually engaging, showing up every week, doing exposures themselves. Until they brought other people in themselves, they're still just a prospect. They're still just kind of checking things out, in my opinion. And understand this: there's 52 cards in a deck. There's 4 aces. You'll bring on some people. You'll recruit some people that are 2s and 3s. That'll kind of dibble dabble around, show up and then fall off, then show up and then fall off. You'll find some 5s and 6s. You'll find some 10s and jacks. But again, at the end of the day, you're looking for your aces. And my mentor asked me this: if it took you 5 years to find the 5 people that will retire you for the rest of your life, company, business, if it took you 5 years to do it, would it be worth your time? I said, absolutely. See, most people are not willing to put the work in, put the time in, put the numbers in to achieve that success and find those members. Let's just say, for example, hypothetically, let's just say it took 100 people to find one of those aces. Would it be worth talking to 100 people to make sure that you found an ace? Absolutely. If it could retire you forever. So just make sure that when you're talking to people and you're going through and you're sorting through that bunch, that you work with the people that qualify for your time. Anything you want to add on top of that, guys?
You said it all.
Yeah, absolutely. I guess I said it all. Fortune's in the follow-up. We talked about that. You can't find a fortune unless you follow up. Again, if you talk to somebody and you don't have their information to follow up with them, guess what? You lose. And again, the average person will not engage, not get started until their 7th exposure. Understand that. And this is traditional sales globally. This is traditional sales. I'm not talking about network marketing or TPS. I'm talking about traditional sales no matter what. So if you're not following up with those people, make sure they watch the video. Make sure they talk to somebody, give them some additional information to look at. If you're not doing that and helping them go down that path of discovery, you're failing your business. You're failing the people that are helping or needing and wanting the information for them to see it. And then stay committed to the process. It's a very important factor is don't deviate from what is duplicable. Just keep doing what duplicates. Keep it super simple. Get the information in front of as many people as possible, and you'll win here. And then let the numbers work for you. Once you understand what the numbers look like, just like Phil talked about, the ratio we're a pill. You talk to 10 people, 5 people sign up for a free membership, and 3 of them upgrade. Now, a ratio just occurred. You know what I'm saying? So start creating that ratio so you know what those numbers can look like for yourself, okay? So number 4 is train your new associates and plug them in. Go ahead, guys, and take that away.
You just want to be there for them. You have a system to plug into. All you have to do is support them, follow up with them, make sure they know exactly how to gain access to everything, and just spend the time and make sure that process is taking place.
Perfect. So have your own personal, honestly, at the end of the day, not everyone does this, but this is optional. But again, if you want to treat it like a business, we do have the ability for you to actually have your own daily checklist of your daily goals. And then teach your team to work with a productivity tracker. We have that. And we have that accessible in our Dreamville University. We have it accessible in our in the launch sequence. It's all there. Okay, so you want to inoculate your new associates. What is inoculation? It's like kind of getting a shot, to ward off things before they come to you, right? So inform them, that's going to be tough. That this is not just a quote unquote job, and it's tougher than what you've probably seen before because it's something that's new. There'll be a learning curve. But the longer you stay committed and active, the rewards become amazing. You actually start building the leverage that could retire you for the rest of your life. You could have mailbox money. You make money in your sleep. You can actually have a lifestyle that you've always dreamed about because you can put the work in now. So number 5 is develop leaders. Okay, so it might take 25 people until you find the leader that will run with this. It'll happen with or without you. So honestly, at the end of the day, let's say I get sick today. Let's say I quit. Something happens to me. Whatever happens, okay? Philip and Shane will never quit this because they're not here to build a business for Kyle McGregor. They're here to build their own empire. They're here to build their own business. They're here to take care of their own families, okay? They're not here for me. We're working together as business partners, but they're going to do this with or without me. Guys, this is about you first and foremost, believing in yourself, believing in TPS, believing in the company, and building with us, okay? And then once you develop that, create that, and build that for yourself, you go find a dozen or half a dozen people that will do the same with you, okay? Meaning that those people, you want to help create and develop leadership. These leaders will help create the passive income that you've always dreamed about. You'll help create the lifestyle that you've always wanted and have in your life. So understand this, that everyone is either a link or a leader. Meaning that some of the people you'll talk to may not be that leader that you're looking for. Maybe you've got to talk to 25 people to find one of those leaders to run with it, okay? So again, everyone's going to be a link or a leader, or someone's going to link you to a leader. Recruit is a lot of support, recruit a lot and support a lot, okay? So again, this isn't just, take somebody and throw them against the wall and hopefully they stick. Now you want to coach them. You want to help throw them through. Have them plug into the system. Have them come to the events. Make sure you see how they're doing. Care about people, guys. Care about them. Make sure that they're doing good. How can you support them? Recruit a lot and support a lot. And if you treat this like a business, you'll pay it like a business. If you treat this like a hobby, you'll spend money. It'll cost you money like a hobby, guys. Again, you treat this like a business, you put the time in, you put the effort in, this can change your life forever. Absolutely. Okay, so first and foremost, you want to maintain the right mental mindset. Your belief, you create that belief for you. You start doing the necessary actions today, okay? You understand that you have the ability to win. You can do this. And that you know that TPS can actually help you achieve that. Because that's going to help you create the energy, help you create more actions and activity, what you need to do. Because that energy will create more action, and those actions will create more results. And that will create even bigger belief for you. And it's a vicious cycle. It continues to grow, and you become this leader that everyone wants to be a part of. You start attracting those types of people. So, guys, Shane, why don't you just share about them, this calendar real quick for us?
Excellent. Very good. So we have our VIP Global Weekly Event Calendar. You can also see a snapshot of this anytime at facebook.com/VIP Global Network, which is our Facebook fan page. Please do swing by there, give us a like, and check out this weekly calendar. We have something going on almost every day of the week, okay, starting with our Sunday conference training call, which starts at 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You can dial in the number 949-245-2883. And then on Mondays, we have the TPS Corporate Training Webinar starting at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You can pre-register if you have not already done so at tpswebinar.com. And then on Tuesdays, there is a live business overview presentation in the city of Ontario, and also a live stream of that at vipoverview.net. And you're here now or watching this as a replay for our Wednesday VIP Global Training Webinar. And if you're watching this as a replay and you haven't registered, you can register, or encourage your team to plug into the system and register at vipglobaltraining.com. And we love to see you here on Wednesdays at 6 p.m. And then on Thursday, another business opportunity overview that you can send your prospects to and allow the presenters to do the heavy lifting for you. So every Thursday at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, you can be there, and definitely invite your prospects as well at tpsoverview.com. And Fridays and Saturdays, nothing there, but there's a lot of three-way phone calls. The teams are really staying busy really every day of the week because they see what we have here and really attacking it.
Yeah, again, nothing is mandatory, guys. This is your business. What we've done, we created a system to where you can plug in the resources. We just encourage everyone to tap into as much as humanly possible. And if you want to use these to your advances, do it, okay? My suggestion is be on the Sunday night calls no matter what. It's a one business overview, either on Tuesday or Thursdays, okay, online, and have as many people show up as possible, all your prospects you've been sharing the information with, to be there live. And then be at least minimum one training a week. So one business overview a week, one training a week, and then our team conference call a week, okay? And then in the meantime, think about that. That's only maybe 4 hours max. And then if you're willing to put another 2 or 3 hours in just sharing the information with people throughout the week, you're looking at 5 to 10 hours a week to build your empire, to build your retirement income. I mean, is it worth that? I mean, honestly. People put in 40 years of their life working for someone else to never be able to retire versus 10 hours a week that you can retire in the next 2 to 3 years and never have to work again. Is that worth your time? You got to find out what's important to you. Prioritize that and do what's right for you. So again, every Wednesday evening, VIPglobaltraining.com, we put a lot of work, a lot of effort in there. We want to make sure that you win, give you the right resources for you to participate and benefit in. So we want to thank you for taking the time. It's come up on the hour, so we want to make sure that we stay within this time frame. But everybody here at TPS and VIP Global, where vision is power, you gain powerful vision if your future. Guys, we were so thankful. We're very grateful to have you a part of our family, be a part of what we're doing and we're growing in. And again, at the end of the day, we're all looking to grow and benefit together. Anything you guys want to share on top of that before we close out?
No, I think I'm done, Carl. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. It's been fantastic training. The way that everything has been put over tonight is superb. And what I would say is this, one of the best things you can have right now is belief. You can have belief in the system. You can have belief in the company. You can have belief in the team. But above all else, you can have belief in yourself. Belief that you can do this. So we've just gone through a good hour plus of recruiting. But you know what it is? At the end of the day, what it is this. It's just reaching out, talking to people, and just reconnecting with people maybe you haven't spoken to for a while, asking their advice and their opinion on something, and just asking questions. We've got one of these and two of these, and it's all prospecting about. It's just reaching out to people and letting people know, hey, I'm in business. I'd love your opinion. Come take a look at what I've got. Thanks, Carl. I appreciate everything you're doing for us, for the team, for everything. Shane, absolutely fantastic. Love to see little baby. That's what this is all about. Right? When you can work from home, you can get your baby son on your knee there, and you can share that. This is the wonderful thing about networking and working from home, that you can engage the family, and you can grow up a life where you can just have your child on your lap there and you're working. Isn't that absolute bliss? Who doesn't want a bit of this cake? It's
very true. I mean, I just flew into Dallas today. I'm here visiting my brother and my twin brother, and I'll be here for the week. So again, it allows some freedom for us. Do what we want to do when we want to do it, and we can we really have the freedom what we really want here with our business if you build it right. So thank you so much for being here. Shane, do you want to share anything else?
I just wanted to say excellent training, and thank you, Kyle. Thank you, Philip, and also congratulations to everybody who's attending this live, showing up and winning, as Kyle liked to say. And my saying of saying yes to success. I mean, just by showing up, that's exactly what you're doing. Everybody here are believers. We see something, we see a powerful vision, and we're all moving forward towards it. And again, I feel very fortunate to work with everybody here. Again, just like Philip is saying, being able to build and grow your family, build and grow a legacy is absolutely priceless. And I mean, everybody's participation in this means something because we're working with a company and a platform where everybody's working together. We're all winning together just by participating. So I just have a tremendous amount of love and respect for everybody who's involved with this. And I just really know where we're going. And I feel honored to participate with everybody. So I just like to close out with that. Thank you.
Cool. So congratulations with everybody that has upgraded this last week, rank advantage this week. Again, we're in the month of December. And whether you're seeing a replay from a year from now or not, December is sometimes a low month. We're one of the biggest months we've ever seen. And I think the momentum's happening bigger and bigger today, and we're building momentum into the new year. So this is probably one of the best Christmas presents you could ever give to your family. Really an opportunity to find freedom, to find something that you could never have anywhere else, honestly. So thank you again for being here. Appreciate everything that you're doing. Happy holidays to everybody. And we plan on seeing hopefully as many of you on the webinar tomorrow evening, Thursday evening, for everybody to participate. Again, that's me at VIP, that's tpsoverview.com at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We'll see you then. God bless. Have a great night. See you later.
Bye, everyone. Take